Our officers who work in the detail here at Oakwood were the first ones to arrive on scene. They found one male that's inside the vehicle that was pronounced dead here on the scene. Another male suffering from gunshot wounds has been transported to University Hospital. Our investigators are now here with our crime scene in the coroner's office to obviously put the pieces together and determine what the altercation initially was between the two groups of individuals, and obviously put some type of closure to this. And we'll obviously can be able to release that information when we can, but it doesn't appear that the inside of the mall was really affected in any way. We're always looking for, for those type of things. Obviously a very scary situation for somebody that would have been here, but it appears that this entire incident actually happened into the parking lot, into a secluded spot of that parking lot. So
it looks like the person who died in that car was in the back of the car. Where's the driver?
No, the driver was the one that was transported to the hospital. The person that is deceased is actually in the front passenger seat.
Anyone arrested or in custody at this point?
No, we do not have anybody in custody at this point in time, but we're working diligently in order to figure out those two groups of individuals, why they were meeting. So
I spoke with some people who described this as a shootout. We saw a lot of evidence markers over there. Do you think that's an accurate description?
I don't know that yet. We're going to look at obviously videotape and interview the witnesses that were here to see what that case may be. I don't have the evidence necessarily in front of us to say it was a shootout. Obviously, we had a bunch of cases on the scene, but don't know if any were coming from outside the vehicle or just going inside the vehicle. So we'll have to do our due diligence in order to figure that out.
And can you say if the other person that was shooting was also in a vehicle, two vehicles shooting at one another?
No, I can't say that right now. Let us go and try to figure that out. But I'm not sure. Let's face it. The two people that we have in custody right now, one of them is deceased and the other one's in surgery. So give us a little bit of time in order to have those interviews to see what we can put together.
What can you say about this happening at 3:30 in the afternoon on a Sunday in a mall parking lot?
Well, look, individuals that have these type of motives, unfortunately, you can't necessarily control the time. This wasn't our worst case scenario where it's a random shooter or a random, active shooter here in the mall. It's scary because obviously the mall is open, but unfortunately, there's people that don't necessarily like each other and get together and do stupid things. And it's scary that it's happened here at the mall, but unfortunately, as part of our society, this happens too often. So.
With the investigation, is there a lot of video that's being provided by the mall?
The mall is cooperating. I haven't been back there to see what camera angles that they have covering the sections, but I know our homicide division is working with them in order to do so. But I don't know the exact angles to see what it covers or what it doesn't at this point.
And you said a couple of groups. Do we know how many cars were involved in each of those groups?
No, I'm on the impression that two vehicles met up. I don't know exactly how many people were in each of those vehicles, but I'm under the impression two vehicles met up. So we'll let them go review the cameras, see what's there, and make sure that's the case before I give any other information.
And the person transported to the hospital expected to be okay?
I would say he's still in critical condition, so I'm not going to say he's going to be okay, but he was transported and made it to the hospital alive, but I would say it's still critical condition.
Details on gunshot wounds?
No, that's a coroner's office. I'm sure they'll have the autopsies tomorrow and be able to give you specifics on where he was shot, but I don't know the answer to that question.
Do you know the ages of
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Is there anything you can say about the victim in this process of cars?
No, I don't know. Look, the coroner's office is still processing. I have no clue who the victim is at this point in time. But that's a coroner's office decision when they'll be able to notify of who it is and age. But I don't have even a rough guesstimate right now.
You're confident they're both adults?
I'm sorry?
Are you confident they're both adults?
No, I'm not. But you can't see him from the angle of where he's at right now. So I'm not confident on anything. I couldn't give you a guess right now. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good afternoon.
Jen, I guess it's not a child.
Not a child?
It's not a child.
Thank you, Jason.
You're welcome.
I'm still shooting loud.
And I'll have a little short written release out to you guys in a couple of seconds.
Oh, okay.